Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna. Warm welcome to each and every one of you. Kindly ask that you mute your mics once we go online, and it'd be nice if you come on with your videos so we can see each and every one of you. It's very nice to welcome you to this series of what we call Living with Mantras. All of us are familiar with mantras and prayers and chanting. And within Hinduism, we have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of mantras from the Vedas, the Smritis, the Upanishads, the Puranas. And although we know some of these mantras, we have never somehow learned to bring these mantras and let them feel as part of our life. So the process of these series of discussion would be living with mantras, where the mantras become part of your life. Just to explain the word mantra, man, M-A-N, very similar to pronounced in the same way as man is in English, means the mind or the soul. And tra comes from trahimam, which means that which rescues, that which is good for the soul, that which protects us as being. So the purpose of mantra is to always give one a protective shield against all of the problems that we may face in our day-to-day living. But the conclusion of the mantra has to do with the man or the atma, in that using these mantras, we are then able to what we call achieve the purpose of our life. Coming back to mantra or the man, it denotes that we have an unseen entity within us called the Atma, and that Atma is very much our life force. So if the life force is fed the right vibration, then the physical, what we call capsule, that holds this Atma would also be extremely happy being. So the purpose of mantra is to take one on the fourfold journey of life. The fourfold journey of life, which means is that we have to start by an understanding of what our dharma is. And then the other part, after knowing the rules, this is where the mantra come in. After knowing the rules of living, the rules of engaging, the rules of being a brilliant student, the rules of being a brilliant person and a shining person, you're able to what we call have earth. Earth means richness. So you're able to develop a wealth of attributes. So your wealth would be, of course, monetary wealth, physical wealth, but your wealth would also be knowledge. Once you have wealth, then you have calm, which is enjoyment again, or working. But this is not what we call the ordinary enjoyment. If the enjoyment is of a sensuous nature, then it destroys the dharma. It destroys the purpose of living, which is to achieve moksha. So as you can see, we will start today with this beautiful mantra, Om Sahana Bhavatu. So let us go straight. On screen, we have the text of this mantra that we shall study today. And the whole idea of studying is that only when you study, you assimilate knowledge that you can then use. If we just read the mantra, and okay, we have just done this mantra, we must come to Monday, we do the mantra, and nothing happens, then you're not going to get the power of this mantra. This mantra is not going to soak into the cells of your body and will not what we call energize your Atma. So let us just hear how this mantra sound. So let us start with the word Om. So we will recite Om 3 times, as this is the first mantra at the beginning of this series of mantras. As a side note, if anyone has any questions, please place it in the chat and we will go through the questions at the end or towards the end of the hour, because we will finish in exactly 60 minutes. So let us start with the recitation of Om, and I've also mentioned the name of Sri Ganesh, that he makes this journey very, very successful. Let us start. Om. 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 Shri Ganeshaya Namah, Madhavaya Namah, Keshavaya Namah, Narayanaye Namah. Om Har Har Mahadev, Shiva Shankar Shambhu. Om Devi Saraswati Namastubhyam. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Now let us go into the first mantra and we will recite it one time plus 2, 3 times before we go into the meaning of the mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvisha Vahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Again. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvisha Vahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And like anything else in life, we must know the source. So this mantra literally has been given to us by Brahmadev via the Manus and found itself in what we call the Yajur Veda. So it has immense genealogy and immense credibility as being a perfect mantra. It is also found as an addendum to the Yajur Veda, which is the Taittiriya Upanishad. And the place where we would normally find this mantra is in a Gurukul or in a Hindi class or in a yoga practice. And there are very, very good reasons why we really need to bathe in the meaning of this mantra and bathe in the power and the energy of the mantra. And sometimes if you do not have access to any other mantra, in whatever you do, whether you're starting your new day at school, you're starting a new job, you're starting a new relationship, let's say you want to get on with someone, could be a future boyfriend or a future girlfriend, this mantra has all of the power of applicability. So let us go into the mantra and we will see that this mantra starts with the word Om. And this is where you can see Om is the prefix of this mantra, and Om itself is a mantra on its own. But why we start with Om, although the mantra asks for, mutual protection of the teacher and the student, or the guru and his shishya, Om gives protection of the mantra itself. So the mantra is protected by Om, and it goes on to say that this Om is a part of our consciousness, that everything we see around us is part of that divinity that is protected by the Om. But this mantra teaches us to be selfless. So the very first word of the mantra, Saha, is that Saha means together, No means both, and Avatu means may that Lord protect us both. And this is a wonderful feeling. Can you imagine if you are a student and you're reciting this mantra with the full consciousness? O Supreme Lord, protect my teacher. And the teacher is also praying, O Supreme Lord, may you protect the little ones, the middle ones, the big ones, the old ones. May you protect each and every one so we may be protected together. And what forms of protection? The mantra calls for protection by and from the universal consciousness. Additionally, it is considered to be what we call a Shanti mantra. As part of a future course, we will study the 6 main Shanti mantras. As a side comment, you would always see the mantra ends in Om Shanti Shantihi Shantihi. It doesn't mean that there are 3 different types of what we call Shanta or peace in your life. There is only one peace or one state of Shant in your life. But what it means, there could be 3 or more than 3 forms of afflictions. In simple terms, we are praying, O Supreme Lord, let peace be unto me by all of the heavenly bodies. Then the second form of Shanti, say, O Supreme Lord, let peace be unto me from all living beings. And then the third form of Shanti, O Supreme Lord, may my mind be at peace. May my thoughts not stray. May I not think any negative things that create bad karma and affect my peace. So that is why we say, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let us now go to the basis of this beautiful mantra, and otherwise known as, it's a mantra of teaching. So let us start and says, well, who is your first teacher and who is your first guru? Our mental concept says, okay, This teacher means you have to pay someone in a school to teach you, or you have to go to a place outside of your home to receive this knowledge. But in our Dharma, your first teacher is the one that you see first by your eyes, which means the first teacher is your Mata. Not only is she your first teacher, but she is what we call Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava. So we need to apply this mantra as a child. We must always what we call pray for the well-being of our parents. Now, the other side of the equation is that of the parents. Now, all parents automatically pray for the well-being of their children, and they want that whatever they know, they want this knowledge to be passed to the children. But this is where this mantra comes in very, very beautiful. It says, may the Lord protect both of us. May he nourish both of us. And this is where in this modern age, especially in the Western world, not in the Western world, but in this new age, where the children are living in India, in America, in Canada, in London, in Europe, or in Africa, the children nowadays find it difficult to have what we call a loving relationship to the extent where they want to bless their parents. Remember, the blessing goes both sides, both of us. Sahano bunattu, may both of us be nourished. If you look at the second line, Sahano bunattu. This comes, as you will see further down, from the root of one who is hungry physically is satisfied when one is given food, rice, or chawal, dal bhat, or some fruits. But in the case of Sahano bunaktu, may we be nourished intellectually. May what I give you make you be a better person. May you be able to be analytical. May you be able to be perfect. So may both of us make effort for the capacity for knowledge to take place. So breaking this down, if the teacher does not prepare his lessons, then he's likely to waste the time of the students. Now, on the other side, the teacher does all of the work, or the Pandit does all of the preparation for satsang. But the student did not do the homework. The student did not revise, the student did not study. So may both of us make effort. So for there to be success in our life, seriously thinking, both of you have to make effort. And this applies in a home. Let us say if there is a husband and wife, or wife and husband, but there is not equal effort, then there will be an unevenness. There will be no transference, right, of energy. So for knowledge to take place and for knowledge to have its effect, then it has to be saha viryam karva vahai. Saha viryam karva vahai. May what is studied by us be brilliantly clear. So in learning this mantra, you're actually learning the philosophy or the techniques of mastering and getting all the results that you want, because you are telling yourself that I will not move on until I understand what I'm studying. Whether you're studying language, physics, chemistry, or you're studying the mantra, we need that to understand very clearly that this mantra implores us for an exchange of perfect knowledge. Then the final line of this mantra, Tej asvina vadhitamastu ma vidvisha vahe. Let there be freedom. Sorry, may what is studied be brilliantly clear. Let not there be or have any misunderstanding. And let there be freedom from the three possible obstacles. So if we were to go down into further the depth of the last line, ma vid dvish sha vahai. Dvish means hate. You know, if there is not love, if there is not love inside of you, then learning is not possible. All of us sometime listen to the news and you can see that there is so much violence in school. The teachers are being beaten up and all other forms of atrocities. And this is not something about the UK. All over the world, teachers are not respected any longer. Then do not be surprised if there is no success. So the mantra is saying, because our rishis recognize that students or chelas can actually hate the rishi or hate the swami. But the guru is teaching us that may there be no dislike among us. So it teaches us that our thoughts may be pure, and the thought, just the thought of disliking someone does not come, as that would interfere with your learning. So if we say sahana vavatu, sah means is that saha again, this means that Ishvara, the Lord. So may the Lord, may he definitely indeed protect and bless both of us. The word Om is also derived from the same root as avatu. Av is used in the sense of protecting. Om means the one who protects, being a source of blessing. Thus, the Lord's name is Om. You can also say that he is the one who sustains everything. May the Lord bless both of us, the teacher and the student. So there is so much in this beautiful mantra. Again, repetition, sahana, bonatu. It means is that may that Lord definitely indeed nourish both of us. So it's without failure. The Guru is saying this Lord will definitely nourish us. And you know, just like food, if you're not nourished, you become weak. If you're not nourished, your thoughts cannot be energized. So the mantra implores us again, let us have this calmness in us to seek the protective blessings of the Lord. Sahana Bunaktu again, so the protective sense. The sense here is only nourishing. And it's not only nourishing the teacher. He prays, the prayer is that may he nourish both of us with what? With knowledge. It's called as food for the soul, food for the brain. May he nourish both of us with knowledge. May the Lord indeed, ignoring all of my omissions and commissions, being blind to them, blesses and nourishes both. Both the student and the teacher seeks Bhagwan's blessings. And this is such an important approach to life at the beginning of your day. So at the beginning of your day, if you cannot chant any mantra, you go back and you chant this beautiful mantra, Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvi Shavahai. So let us then go down to this wonderful, just the last line again, or the previous paragraph. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Whatever Shastra is being studied, adhitam, both of us communicated by one and gained by the other, let it not remain mere words. And this is an important commitment required to make progress. And my appeal to you to, as we sit down and study this mantra, is that let what is being communicated by you, let it not remain mere words, but let it be tejasvi, let it be meaningful for both of us. You know, tejas means brilliance, teja means strong, so it must be brilliantly strong. Let the understanding not be vague, but brilliant like the sun that is not obscured by the cloud. You cannot miss the sun even when the clouds are there. So it is not like an inference in which you infer the presence of the sun upon seeing the silver lining of the clouds. So our Shastras is not a matter for inference. So this is a very definitive statement in having faith in our mantra. We are always told that faith can literally move a mountain. So reciting this mantra with faith will guarantee you educational excellence. Not when you're a student alone, but whatever your stage in life, if you take upon yourself now, depending on what your age, to go and study a mantra or the Ramayana or a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, with this approach that the one who is teaching you and you being the student, you're guaranteed the supreme blessings of that Supreme Lord. Ma Vidvisha Advesha is any form of dislike or misunderstanding. In Bhagavad Gita, it says, it gives us this term, Raga Dvesha. All of us makes our lives so unhappy by having an abundance of temporary likes and an abundance of permanent dislikes. And so what this mantra is saying us is that there must not be any misunderstanding. May we not be subject to this misunderstanding. Let nothing comes between that, with that this communication is complete. So Bhakto, devotees, brothers and sisters, students, this beautiful mantra ends in Om Shanti Shanti, which we explained previously. And what it means is that I pray that all three capacities, physical, the physiological, and the mental, be available to me in a manner that is conducive to my pursuit of knowledge or vidya. In chanting these three shantis, I pray for the freedom from these three possible forms of obstructions. So here again, even if you do not know any mantra, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let us chant this mantra, and we will chant it roughly 5 times so it sinks in your inner being. For those on the screen in front of you, where you see the hyphen on top of a letter, it means it's a double, like Om Sahana, rather Sahanav, or in the third line, where it says, we can say Viryam or Viryam. So it changes the meaning and the emphasis. So we will try and get the pronunciation right. So let us start. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now you chant loudly within your own home, still muted. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more time. Om Sahano Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we all read the meaning in English. I will read very silently, so you read loudly. May He, the Lord, protect us both. May He nourish both of us with knowledge. May both of us make effort for the capacity for knowledge to take place. May what is studied by us be brilliantly clear. Let us not have any misunderstanding. Let there be freedom from three possible obstacles, the forces over which we have no control. That is called Adi Daivika, which means from the Devas or from the gods, acts of God. Adi Bhautika, which means, from people. People gives us a lot of problem. Animals gives us a lot of problem. Snakes gives us a lot of problem. Oh Lord, bless us that we may not be within the vicinity of any such person or from factors centered from ourselves. Om Adhyatmika. Adhyatmika, the operative word is Atmika, that sometimes we are our greatest enemies because of our faults. But, oh Lord, bless us that we may rid ourselves of this fault. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Devotees, we've just finished that beautiful mantra. We have finished 35 minutes. We have another 25 minutes to go. And we have, one second, I will make this a bit clearer for you. Right. So this is a very, very important mantra. It is called the Guru Vandana. In Gurukul times, this mantra would not have been chanted, or it been chanted rarely. But for those who have been to Hindi school or those who have been to Gurukul, there are many, many beautiful, beautiful Guru mantras, like Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshuram Umilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guru Ve Namaha. But this beautiful mantra, again, it has wonderful credentials. So anyone asking you, well, where did this mantra come from? Who gave you this mantra? Like everything else, whatever we have, simple and correct answer, it came from Bhagwan. But okay, Bhagwan wrote many books. So which one of the specific books did this really masterpiece of mantra and philosophy has come from? It has come, as you said, from the Guru Gita in the Skanda Purana. We can go into the details in the Skanda Purana in another occasion, but the Skanda Purana has many, many wonderful stories and many, many wonderful lessons. In our Puranas, things are never what they seem to be. Each word has so much depth. It's like, for want of another word, and I hope there's no one who doesn't who dislikes onion, but it's like the depths is like an onion, and the real meaning is only found at the middle of the onion. So let us say if you were to peel an onion, you take the brown or the purple or the white skin off, and as you're lifting layer, and as you lift layer, you lift layer till you come to the middle. And in the middle, there is nothingness. And this is what the whole philosophy of Guru Gyan, Guru blessing, Guru Siksha, is to take us from the scene to the on the scene. So in starting right at the beginning, in clasping our hands and reciting this mantra, let us do that, and then I will go into the rationale of how powerful this mantra is, how divine it is, and why constant repetition of it, let us say for the next week, can bring you so much blessings and satisfaction. So let us see. Om, start with Om. I can type in Om. You must have an Om at the start of every mantra. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Again, Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. So as we chant it, this is the Sanskrit version. If you were to chant it on straight on Hindi, it would be Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. And remember, it's Brahma. So critical to what the meaning of this mantra is. So if we look, there is science behind this mantra, or the reason what we are praying. We are not saying that the Guru is Brahma, or the Guru is Vishnu, or the Guru is Bhagwan Shiva. No, 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 no. It may be the case the Guru is everything, because everything is Bhagwan Vishnu, or everything is Bhagwan Shiva, or every created thing is part of the Creator from a literal sense. But what it says, Me Om Gurur Brahma. It says, may my Guru show me the path to divine realization. Tattvam Asi. May my Guru enable me to realize that I am not this person who is being looked down by someone else. I am not this person who is being abused by someone else. Or on the other way, I'm not this person who's making my head big, that is praising me. Or I am not this person who refused to do what is being asked of me. But I am a supreme being. I am not this human body. So the purpose of the Guru is to take me to that position where my intellect becomes very clear. My intellect becomes very pure, that I'm part of the Supreme Brahm. I'm part of the creative energy that has made this whole world. You know, we are enveloped by what we call the omnipresence of the Supreme Lord. So a guru in literal translation would be the one who remove the darkness from around us. But we need to go beyond that, and says that the purpose of this guru, and this guru, which we will find out below, is manifold. Who is that person? Is he just a person in a saffron robe? Or there are many, many different levels of people who can give you spiritual realization and make you be a completely different person? Is the Guru Bhagwan Vishnu? Yeah, is Bhagwan Vishnu the ones who we call is the maintainer and the preserver of this universe? Would my Guru be able to teach me how do I acknowledge that this world that we live in needed protection? If we look around at all the problems which are having and the destruction of our natural environment, it means is that the gifts of Bhagwan Vishnu is totally being discarded and thrown into the bin. But what a guru does, a guru teaches you to be cognizant of the creation of this universe. And then we go to Guru Devo Maheshwaram. So the Guru also teaches me or inspires me to go and make an understanding of who Bhagwan Shiva, or who Maheshwara or Mahaishwara is, that great Lord, that supreme being that overlooks all of us, that is here even before creation. He is present before the creation, and he is the one who in the beginning gives us this beautiful world that we live in. So understanding them, so this guru person has many what we call outfits. So we have to train ourselves not to miss the guru. We could ignore the guru and there is nothing more what we call painful or create bad karma in your life than not recognizing a guru. Someone will then say to you or to me, but I did not know that I should have identified that person as my guru. So let us now go into the philosophy of this beautiful, beautiful mantra. It says only the truth element is taken into account, because the guru teaches that you are the supreme Brahma, you are limitless. When he teaches you that you are limitless, he does not mean that the guru is limited and you're limitless. But what the guru teaches you, in fact, that you're limitless, he is limitless, the person next to you is limitless, the person next to that one is limitless. So the limitless Atma that resides in you also resides in every single being. And this is the beauty of the gift of this Sanatan Dharma that you have been born into. No other religion or scripture teaches the philosophy this way. It just doesn't happen. So this is your gift to understand the unity of all created beings, of all beings. If all religion was to have this philosophy, there will be no war, there will be no hunger, there will be no enmity. So in fact, you're limitless and he is limitless. The limitless is Brahma, the limitless is Bhagwan Vishnu, the limitless, of course, is Rudradev or Bhagwan Shiva, and the limitless is also you. Everything is this limitless Brahma. And so as we're going through this mantra, wow, you have to say to yourself, now, how come I have been missing the point that, look, everything that surrounds me is Bhagwan. Everything that surrounds me is Krishna. Krishna is the harmonium. Krishna is the light bulb. Krishna is the power station. Krishna is the computer. So Krishna is both animate and inanimate. Krishna is both biped and quadruped. Krishna is the mountain and Krishna is the hill. So everything is the energy of the creator. And this is the beauty of this mantra, that at a very young age or at a good age, your Guruji should teach you to think widely. Taking the first mantra, Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu, that you are being fed the right knowledge. So what happens in reality? Your child is only 3 years old. Your child is called, let us say, Shanti. Shanti, you must not talk to your auntie. Shanti, your grandma is not good. So you feed your child, instead of nourish that child with divine vidya, what do? You feed that child with hatred and enmity. So you're not a guru, you're an aguru. You actually is setting up your child for one to lead a life of darkness and misfortune. What I'm saying, you are the guru. The parents are a child's first guru. In some cases where the child lives with the grandparents, then the grandparents becomes the child guru. So give that child sahaviryam karvawa hai, knowledge that is resplendent and that will bright. So you become a qualified guru. You either relegate the human element. This here. You either relegate the human element to the background or you absorb it in total. It is the total that is worship. In this way, the guru, the person with a human body who teaches, becomes an altar of worship. But what is being invoked is the Lord. So again, we want to make this quite clear. No material thing is deserving of worship. But when we see the Lord in everything, then one can truly worship the Lord through any and everything. And this is the beautiful. In this way, the guru, the person with the human body again, teaches, the teacher becomes a kind of altar of worship. Let's go to the next slide. When you worship the form of Sri Krishna, or this one moment. When you worship the form of Sri Krishna or Mata Durga in the temple, It is not the form you're worshiping, but you're actually worshiping the Devi Ma or Bhagwan Shri Krishna. And that is why, when you give Bhagwan Shri Krishna your banana, you're 100% certain that that banana is offered to the real Krishna, and that banana will be blessed. And when you eat that banana, it's no longer a banana, but is bhog. The energy and the purity of your mind is transferred to the murti, and that murti then becomes energized by your purity. So your purity energizes the murti, then the Bhagwan in the murti blesses your banana, and you eat that banana that you have created a divine energy to bless your own self. Isn't that a wonderful concept, that you then become the Brahma, you then become the Krishna? Similarly, when you praise a person who teaches you, from whom you have faith or shraddha, it is not the individual person, but what you're doing, you're teaching actually the act of teaching itself. For what he teaches is not separate from him. Praise of the Guru is the praise for the truth of the teaching. So, devotees, this concept of this beautiful Guru mantra is phenomenal. Can you imagine, let us say you have now gone to a new job and you have to be mentored by someone. If you were to put up an obstacle to your mentor, you're not going to learn anything. You're going to miss important points. But if you go to that job and you take this mantra with you, that this person, my thoughts are benevolent to that person because I see my teacher in that person. You will be amazed when that person receives your thought energy right away. Instead of there being animosity, there would be love and affection coming back towards you. So by reciting this mantra with a sincere heart, you will see that the power that enlightens is all around you all the time. So do not, as I said, lose the chance of seeing Guru in everything. The mantra asks for the ability to see the Guru in all names and forms, and even to acknowledge, love, and serve the Guru whom you cannot see, which is beyond all visible forms. And this is such an important concept, that the real Guru cannot be seen and is beyond the physical form. I always illustrate the fact that we can learn so much. Like one of my main teachers is what we call a mango tree. The mango tree has been a very good teacher for me, because as a teacher, the mango tree gives me first thing the leaf. Selflessly, I go and pick it sometimes. When you're kids, you pick it and you pull it off in such a way that the tree bleeds its milk. But we need that mango leaf to do our puja. Then the mango tree gives us beautiful mangoes. Pick. It doesn't care that you would take a stick and throw it on the mango tree to get the ripe mango to fall down. The mango doesn't protest. So even sometimes, if you get abused by someone, still do not refuse to help them at a distance. If someone is not good for you or is abusive or violent to you, walk away. Do not be within their vicinity. But like the mango tree, if from a distance you can help them, you help them selflessly. So the second way, the mango tree, we use the wood as havan dhub, and we use the what we call the trunk of the tree to make drums. So this tree, even though you may subject it to all forms of not nice things, in the end brings us and gives us immense fruit year after year. So each one of you can be a guru. You can be very, very benevolent in all of the things that you do. So let us recite this mantra. We only have 5 minutes. One moment, let me just make this on a bigger font so we finish on time. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. As you recite this mantra, if you have your guru, do send him good thoughts of benevolence. If you have your mama and your papa near to you, they being your guru as well, send them thoughts of benevolence and kindness. Let's recite it again. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. The most potent prayer is the last line of the mantra, in which we ask to have the good sense to be humble, enough not to miss the chance to recognize the guru when they appear in whatever form. They could be your friend, they could be your acquaintance, they could be your real guru. Only if we can let go of our self-cherishing, our pride, or the need to be recognized and our yearning to be given credit for the things we do, can we ever hope to encounter the guru, that which brings enlightenment to us. Om Shantihi, Shantihi. I now stop sharing the screen. And once, as I said, both the Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvisha Vahai. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. बोलिए जगदम्बे माता की जय, बोलिए श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. Om Mata Pitri Charana Kamle Bhyo Nama. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Devotees, I would like to end the transmission. I do not want to keep you for more than the allotted hour. May life be kind to each and every one of you. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om Tat Sat.